Well, this last week, Brendan attended a pro-life conference here in Auckland, and he's going to come and tell us about that now. Thank you, Brendan.
Good morning. I don't often use superlatives, but I just have to say that this past week has been exceptional. I spent the last week, so Monday to Friday, at Carey Christian Park in Henderson. It was very cold, it was very damp, but really the content of what we were there to do was that more than made up for it. So the Activate Pro-Life Internship is now sponsored and facilitated by Focus on the Family. Previous years it was not under their auspices, but this year was its 6th year, and to date we have trained 90 young people representing different denominations, some non-Christian people from as far south as Invercargill, as far north as Whangarei. Next picture. So this is this year's delegates. We called them interns. We had 17 people, and we had 5 leaders. One of the young ladies who attended is Venus Callan from Redeemer. She's currently studying health sciences, and I thought it was really, really important that she, someone considering working in the medical profession, that she be equipped with the information that she needs to serve God well and to serve her community well as in addition to that. So during the week we had one main speaker, a man by the name of Brendan Malone, who works for Focus on the Family and has been actively involved in the pro-life movement for the past 12 years as part of, like a sort of a full-time ministry. Just recently came under the auspices of Focus on the Family, and so they're looking to carry that forward. So we looked at things like apologetics. Why is the thing we're against so wrong? We looked at both abortion and euthanasia. We looked at eugenics and the way in which government policy is embedded with eugenics philosophy. We looked at crisis pregnancy care and services that serve to service and minister to women who have had abortions and others affected by it. We looked at how to engage the media, both online and in the flesh. And one of the things that I came away with is there was a real sense of unity. There was people, Catholics to, almost emergent church type people there, but we were all united around a common cause. And even bigger than that, like when I did this thing in 2012, and there was a lot of heated debates, but this time round there was such a sense of unity, even in our theological discussions, that went in well into the night. So I've come away very, very encouraged. I'm hoping that encouragement will rub off on a few people, and that we can do some pro-life stuff. One of the things I just wanted to share with you is a short video. So there's an acronym known as SLED, S-L-E-D, and it's 4 answers for the pro-life argument. So I just thought I'd share the first one, and then I'll have a chat about that, and then it's me.
There's been a lot of talk about this recently, people talking about whether or not this is a person, a valuable life to be protected, or something that's easily disposable. I hear a lot of people say, how can something so small be a person? But that just makes me curious, and I want to ask the question, why can't something so small be a person? Think of it this way, we have 3 different people here, all different sizes, all different ages. Is the smallest less valuable than the biggest just because she is smaller? Likewise, is the smaller more valuable than the bigger? So what makes this any different? So if size has nothing to do with the value of a human being, how can we say that the life inside the womb is of less value simply because of its size? Seems pretty clear to me. Personhood is not defined by size.
So one of the arguments is that because the unborn are obviously a lot smaller than us, fully developed, and people that have been born, that it's okay to end its life. The unborn is clearly smaller than a born human, but it's hard to reason how a difference in size disqualifies someone from being a person with inherent and inalienable human dignity. A 4-year-old or a 2-year-old is smaller than a 14-year-old, but we cannot say that the 14-year-old has more dignity, worth, and value than the 4-year-old or the 2-year-old, simply based on their size. Human beings' value is not based on their size. The 4-year-old is equally a person, even though she differs in the characteristic of size. In the same way, the unborn is smaller than the 4-year-old or the 2-year-old. If we cannot end the life of the 4-year-old because she's smaller than the 14-year-old, then we cannot kill the unborn because she is smaller either. As I said, I'm hoping to rub some of this off on some of you. And I would encourage you, if you know young people that may be interested in this, next year we do the same again. And there's often very willing sponsors to help send these people to this conference. One last thing, there was so much a sense of that this is about loving people well and acting with grace and acting with wisdom, because at the end of the day we say a relatively small no to abortion and euthanasia because we say a much bigger yes to life and the dignity and worth of every single human person, whether born or unborn. So I appreciate those who've been praying, and I would encourage you to have a chat to me later on and talk about ways that I can encourage you to be a voice for those whose voices are silenced. Thank you.